In our daily lives, we frequently encounter situations that trigger emotional stress, such as dealing with challenging colleagues during a staff meeting. These scenarios often evoke negative thoughts and feelings, such as animosity or irritation. When we experience these emotions, our body instinctively prepares for a fight or flight response. This response is a primal mechanism, an evolutionary tool designed to protect us from perceived threats. When negative emotions arise, stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline surge through our body. These hormones prepare us for action. The heart races, muscles tense, and our senses sharpen. The body stands ready to engage in combat, fight, escape the situation, flight, or freeze, hide, depending on the nature of the threat. This response is deeply ingrained in our physiology and is automatic, requiring no conscious thought. However, in modern settings like a workplace, the physical actions that our body prepares for are often inappropriate or impossible. In a staff meeting, for instance, you can't physically fight or flee from a colleague who is causing emotional distress. This disconnect between our body's natural reaction to stress and the social norms that dictate our behavior leads to a state of incoherence in our physiological responses. This incoherence primarily affects our heart rhythms. Under stress, the heart's rhythm becomes erratic and disordered, a reflection of the emotional turmoil within. This incoherence in the heart rhythm is significant because the heart is not just a pump. It's a sophisticated organ that communicates with the brain and the rest of the body. Disordered heart rhythms send chaotic signals to the brain, impairing our ability to think clearly, make reasoned decisions, and manage our emotions effectively. Furthermore, this incoherence drains energy from both the heart and the brain. When the heart rhythm is incoherent, the heart's efficiency decreases, and it has to work harder to maintain blood flow. This additional strain can lead to feelings of fatigue and exhaustion. Similarly, the brain, receiving disordered signals from the heart, struggles to maintain focused and clear thought processes, further contributing to a sense of mental and emotional drain. This state of incoherence has long-term effects as well. Over time, it can diminish our ability to trust in ourselves and our future. When we regularly experience incoherence between our emotions and physiological responses, it can lead to a diminished sense of self-efficacy and confidence. We may start to doubt our ability to handle stressful situations effectively, leading to increased anxiety about future encounters or challenges. The practice of creating heart coherence transcends mere theoretical understanding and enters the realm of practical, observable reality. It is a process grounded in science, where the impacts can be measured and felt. This practice entails consciously engaging in emotions like gratitude, compassion, and love, which have a direct and profound effect on the rhythm of our heart. Engaging in such positive emotions isn't an abstract exercise. It's a deliberate act of shifting our emotional state. This shift involves a level of self-awareness and control over one's mental and emotional landscape. One effective method to facilitate this shift is through controlled breathing. Breathing deeply and rhythmically helps regulate the heart's rhythm, bringing it into a coherent state. This state of coherence is characterized by a smooth, wave-like pattern in the heart's rhythm, as opposed to the erratic patterns seen during stress or negative emotional states. Once heart coherence is achieved, the heart begins to emit a strong and measurable magnetic field. This field, which can extend up to 3 meters from the body, is not just a simple emission of energy. It is a carrier of information, the frequency of our thoughts and emotions. Modern technology, like heart rate variability, heart V monitors, can measure this field, providing tangible proof of the state of coherence. This field influences not only our own cells and organs, but can also impact those around us, potentially affecting the emotional state of people in our proximity. Achieving heart coherence is essential for moving beyond the primal mode of survival that is often triggered by modern day stressors. Survival mode, characterized by the fight or light response, is useful in life, threatening situations, but can be detrimental when triggered by everyday stresses. In survival mode, our body's resources are directed towards immediate survival, leaving little energy for growth, healing, and creative endeavors. Heart coherence shifts our physiological state from survival to a more balanced, restorative mode. In this coherent state, the body's systems operate more harmoniously and efficiently. The immune system functions better, the hormonal system balances, and the brain receives clearer, more coherent signals from the heart. This state of physiological harmony lays the foundation for higher cognitive functions, creativity, and effective problem solving. It opens the doorway to a state of conscious creation where we can more effectively manifest our intentions and desires. Moreover, heart coherence has profound implications for emotional health and interpersonal relationships. When we operate from a place of coherence, we are more likely to respond to situations with patience, empathy, and understanding. Our interactions with others become more harmonious and less reactive. This improved way of relating can significantly enhance our personal and professional relationships. Numerous individuals find themselves ensnared in a relentless cycle of survival, perpetually stuck in a loop of stress responses and negative emotions. This perpetual state is not merely a psychological phenomenon, it's deeply rooted in our physiology. When faced with stressors, our body instinctively releases a cascade of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These chemicals prepare us for immediate action, to either confront or flee from perceived threats. However, in our modern world where physical threats are less common, these stress responses are often triggered by emotional stressors, such as workplace pressure, personal conflicts, or even our own thoughts. The constant activation of this stress response creates a feedback loop. The body begins to crave the rush of stress hormones, much like an addiction. This craving draws us repeatedly into familiar yet destructive emotional states: judgment, anger, suffering, and resentment. These emotions become a habitual response to not just significant challenges, but even to minor irritations and daily hassles. Breaking free from this cycle is no small feat. It is akin to overcoming an addiction, requiring both awareness and deliberate effort. One must recognize the patterns of stress response and consciously choose to respond differently. This process involves retraining the brain and the body to react to stressors in more productive and less harmful ways. The effort required to break this cycle is significant. It demands consistent practice, patience, and a commitment to personal growth. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation, controlled breathing, and cognitive behavioral strategies can be instrumental in this process. These practices help in developing an awareness of our automatic responses and provide tools to consciously alter them. The rewards of breaking free from the cycle of stress and negative emotions are immense. Achieving a state of coherence where our thoughts, emotions, and physiological responses are in harmony liberates us from the emotional chains that bind us to survival mode. In coherence, the body's systems operate more efficiently and the mind becomes clearer and more focused. This state not only enhances our physical health by reducing the impact of stress, but also improves our emotional well being. In a coherent state, we are better equipped to handle life's challenges with equanimity and resilience. We become less reactive to the external triggers that once plunged us into turmoil. This enhanced emotional regulation opens up space for more positive emotions such as joy, love, and gratitude. These positive emotions have their own beneficial effects on the body and mind, creating a virtuous cycle that further strengthens our ability to maintain coherence. Moreover, living in a state of coherence allows us to be more present and conscious in our daily lives. We gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our motivations, and our desires. This self awareness is a critical step in creating a life that is aligned with our true aspirations. When we are not constantly in survival mode, we can direct our energy and attention towards setting and achieving personal and professional goals. The journey towards crafting a future that aligns with our deepest desires is a nuanced interplay between the heart and the brain. This intricate process of synchronization requires a fusion of clear, positive intentions, a cognitive function spearheaded by the brain, and elevated emotions, which are deeply rooted in the heart. The synchronization of these two elements is more than just a psychological state. It's a physiological symphony that orchestrates a transformative change in our entire being. Clear, positive intentions set by the brain act as a guiding map. These intentions are born out of our conscious thoughts, goals, and aspirations. They are the directives we set for our future, the blueprint of what we wish to achieve or become. However, intentions alone, without the fuel of emotion, are like a car without gasoline. They lack the energy to move forward. This is where the heart comes in, with its capacity for profound emotions. Elevated emotions such as joy, gratitude, love, and inspiration are the powerhouse of our internal world. These emotions, when experienced deeply and authentically, create a powerful energy that resonates from the heart. When our positive intentions are infused with these elevated emotions, a remarkable synergy occurs. This synergy generates a unique energy and information pattern, which can be thought of as the body's language for communicating its state of being. This harmonious state enables the energy generated in the heart to ascend to the brain, creating a feedback loop that amplifies both the heart's and the brain's capabilities. The heart's magnetic field is incredibly powerful, far more so than the brain's, and this field acts to amplify the brain's activity. This amplification has the potential to reset the brain's baseline for trauma and stress, effectively reprogramming our response to past experiences. The resetting of the brain's trauma baseline is a profound aspect of personal transformation. It involves revisiting and reinterpreting past traumatic experiences, not necessarily by changing the events themselves, but by altering our perception and emotional response to them. This shift can lead to a dramatic change in how we view ourselves and our past, opening up the possibility for deep emotional healing. Furthermore, this process of synchronization and amplification can lead to an enhanced ability to forgive and love more deeply. Forgiveness, often a challenging emotional process, becomes more accessible when we are not bound by the intense negative emotions associated with our past traumas. The heart's elevated emotions can imbue us with a sense of compassion and understanding, both for ourselves and others, making forgiveness a more natural response. In addition, the harmonious state of heart and brain coherence enhances our capacity for empathy and connectedness. It allows us to resonate more deeply with others, fostering a sense of unity and shared humanity. This state of connectedness is not just an emotional experience. It has tangible effects on our interactions and relationships, leading to more meaningful and fulfilling connections. The practice of synchronizing the heart and brain is also a pathway to tapping into our intuitive intelligence. In a state of coherence, the chatter of the analytical mind quiets down, and we become more attuned to the subtle, intuitive insights that arise from deeper parts of our consciousness. This intuition can guide us in making decisions that are more aligned with our true selves and our life's purpose. The attainment of coherence and harmony between the heart and brain is a transformative milestone in our journey of personal growth and manifestation. This harmonious state marks a significant shift from being reactive to the external world to becoming proactive creators of our own reality. In this state, our reliance on external factors to dictate our emotional well being diminishes. We develop the capacity to self regulate our emotions, maintaining a modified and more empowered state of mind throughout our daily activities. This constant state of elevated emotion, coupled with clear and positive intentions, forms a powerful combination that aligns us with the energy of a new future. It's akin to tuning an instrument to the right frequency. When our internal state resonates with our aspirations, we start attracting experiences that match this frequency. This alignment manifests as increased synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem to guide us towards our goals. These synchronicities are not mere chance occurrences, but are reflective of our coherent state interacting with the fabric of reality. Maintaining this state consistently is crucial. It requires ongoing effort and mindfulness, as it's easy to slip back into old patterns of reactionary living. However, with practice, maintaining this state becomes more natural and its effects more pronounced. In this coherent state, we begin to notice that the usual linear relationship between cause and effect becomes less distinct. We find that our thoughts and emotions can directly influence our reality, often in ways that defy conventional understanding. In this state of coherence, our perception of time and space begins to shift. We become more attuned to the present moment, finding richness and depth in the now, rather than constantly being pulled into regrets of the past or anxieties about the future. This heightened presence allows us to live more fully, making the most of each moment and infusing our daily actions with intention and purpose. Moreover, this harmonious state enhances our intuition and inner guidance. We become more receptive to subtle signals and internal nudges, guiding us towards actions and decisions that align with our higher selves. This intuitive guidance can take many forms: a spontaneous idea, a sudden urge to contact someone, or an unexplained pull towards a particular activity. When acted upon, these intuitive insights often lead to opportunities and experiences that propel us closer to our desired future. The coherence between heart and brain also fosters a deeper connection to others and the world around us. In this state, we emit a more positive and harmonious energy, which not only uplifts our own spirit, but also positively impacts those we interact with. Our relationships become more meaningful and our interactions more heartfelt and genuine. Furthermore, living in a state of coherence allows for a greater appreciation and gratitude for life. Small joys become more significant, and challenges are viewed as opportunities for growth. This perspective shift is not just mentally empowering. It also has profound physical health benefits such as reduced stress, improved immune function, and overall enhanced well being. In essence, achieving and maintaining a state of coherence and harmony between the heart and brain is a transformative process that redefines our experience of life. It allows us to move from being passive experiencers of reality to active creators of our destiny. By living in this state, we align ourselves with the flow of life, experiencing a reality where our inner world of thoughts and emotions powerfully interacts with the outer world, leading us towards the fulfillment of our deepest desires and aspirations.